everybody, welcome to the channel. And this is just a normal vlog, honestly. Like, I've got a couple things I want to talk about, like Paper Mario, The Origami King. I want to start with this because it is a very fun game. I enjoy it a lot. The battle mechanics, I'm going to just start with that. The battle mechanics are kind of strange because I've never seen this done before. But it's a lot of fun. Um, Basically, I'm reading the box. You have to line them up in the proper order, whether it's a straight line of like four enemies, or they're grouped together 2 by 2, something like that, and you have to kind of strategize what attacks to use. Um, if you want to end the battle quickly, with a group of enemies that are 2 by 2, you have to use hammer, for instance. Um, it's a very interesting game. I like it. It's very fun. Very very colorful. Honestly, like honest to God, the game just looks nice. Um, and man, I had a lot of fun playing it. I played it for about 2.5 hours on Twitch, approximately 2.5 hours. I don't remember, but you can see the stream archive. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it a lot, even though I was quiet for a lot of parts because I was starting to get tired and I didn't have the energy. Um, Other than that, like, I don't have much to say on the game other than it's fun. I do recommend this. I wanted to get it when it first came out. Um, there are some choices. I don't know if they affect the story at the start of the game. I'm not going to go into what they are because of spoilers. And for those that want to play the game but don't have it, I'm going to avoid spoiling it for you. But some other things that were announced last week by Nintendo, since we're talking about Nintendo games, is the Super Mario 3D All-Stars that contains 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy. I really want it. I can't wait for it to come out. When I saw it, I was like, woohoo! I'm excited. I was really pumped. And I saw that it was coming out here in a couple of weeks. I think the 18th is when it comes out. And I'm sitting here going, I actually want it. Because then I would be able to stream like Sunshine, Galaxy, and 64. And then I could stream like all the games from the original Mario Brothers to, I believe, Odyssey, other than Galaxy 2. Because they just have 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy 1. So that's going to be really cool to play again. Other than that, I haven't been doing a lot other than working on some stuff. But I'll get into that in another video, probably tomorrow, if I remember to record. So next time I do a video, I probably will want to talk about some of the projects, updates and projects. But I'm really excited because with a GameCube, I don't have an HDMI, modded GameCube or anything. So having like Sunshine, Galaxy, and 64, I can play Sunshine, Galaxy, and 64 and stream them if I really wanted to. Because I've really wanted to stream Sunshine, but I don't even have a functioning Wii. But I'm excited. I remember growing up and playing Sunshine. It's a lot of fun for me because that's a lot of memories that I have. Galaxy, I feel like I've played Galaxy, but I don't remember where. I feel like I've played it. 64, I have played a little bit of. I remember playing a little bit of 64. But the reason the 3D All-Stars is being released because Mario, the Super Mario Brothers franchise, is 35 plus years old. Yeah, Super Mario Bros. I'm looking at the Switch News tab here. It says Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary, and there was a direct earlier this last week, and I'm like really excited because there's a lot of games coming to the Switch, and I'd like to play some of the games that they have, like again, for me, the biggest selling point was Super Mario 3D All Stars. But I feel like a better name would be Super Mario All Stars 3D, because they've already done a Super Mario All Stars back on the Super Nintendo, which I did own. Like, my family did have that. So that's very cool that they're doing kind of a pseudo sequel to it. Um, Again, the game that I played the most was probably Sunshine. Um, I grew up playing it, and I love it. My brother loves it. My little brother loved that game, and you know he was just, I don't even know if he knows this is a thing, but as it pertained to me, I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh! Like I actually let out a whoop when I saw it. I'm like, yes. So again, like some of my childhood memories involving like Sunshine would be running around on Delfino Plaza. Now, I don't think they're gonna update the graphics. Like they won't make an HD version of Sunshine, even though I think that would look gorgeous. Um, they won't even upscale 64 or um, Sun or Galaxy to HD, which I'm not gonna ask them to do anything. I just kind of I would be interested to see what Sunshine would actually look like in HD, along with 64, because 64 looks dated, like really dated. And for people that say, "Well, it came out 20 years ago. What do you expect?" There are games that came out like in the 90s that still look very good to this day, but they're typically 2D games because back in 1996 when uh, 64 came out, you know, 3D was rather primitive at that time. And I've said the same thing about like Sonic Adventure. Like it looks dated. It looks not all that great today. And people bring up, well, it looked good for the time. And I say, yeah, it did. It didn't age well, but it looks good for the time, which is fine. I do want to play Sunshine on my Twitch channel, and I do want to play Galaxy on the Twitch channel. I wonder if this is. I don't know if this is going to be a download only or if it's going to be a physical, like a physical cartridge. Because if they do that, I wonder how big the cartridge itself is. Like, how much the game will actually take up on the cartridge, because I believe at the time of Galaxy, you know, I don't think they were like I know that game wasn't small, but it'd be interesting to see how it works if they're gonna have. I'm interested to see how that's gonna work. I really am, um, just from my standpoint. I'm literally thinking about it, going, I wonder how they're gonna fit, because I don't think Galaxy was a small game. Because at that point, games were starting to become like so many gigs. Nowadays, if you were to remake a game, let's say 5 years from now, if you have to remake a game, you're gonna have at least 100 gigs on your hands. So, oh my gosh, you know, um, I've learned that games nowadays aren't so small. You know, I've made comparisons like the games that I made back in the day, like when I started making games, and I know I've only been doing it 4 years as a hobby, but I mean, I think my biggest game was maybe a couple hundred megs, no more than half a gig, maybe, because I didn't do everything from scratch. Now that's not to say that some games that I've been working on are not more than a gig in, in storage, because I know DH2 with all its assets, like, because I'm using a bunch of temporary assets as well, like stuff from the original concept from MV. I'm reusing a bunch of those assets to see like how things would work in a certain perspective. It'd be interesting to see, you know, what DH2's final uh, file size would be. It probably will be a couple gigs, for sure. Because again, you're talking maps, different game modes, and an actual battle system, custom. I'm hoping to make custom code for it, but with the way Unreal Engine's code is written, kind of makes me a little anxious to write code for. Um, but yeah, like looking at the games, like if I were to go to my Switch, I'm gonna just look at my Switch stuff on. So if we go to, I'm gonna go to my system settings. I'm gonna talk through this. So if we go to data management. No, I want to go to manage software. So it looks like I'm looking at Trials of Mana, and it's 10 gigs. Yoshi's Crafted World is 5 gigs. I think the biggest Switch game I'm seeing right now is the biggest Switch game I'm seeing right now is Trials of Mana, for sure. And the smallest I've seen is like Pokemon Shield, with both system and my SD card still in megabytes. So that's actually kind of weird. Actually, no. Yeah, no, never mind. Yeah, wait. Animal Crossing would be the shortest, but in total it's like one gig. Trials of Mana is 10.6 gigs. That's the largest game that I own, right off the top of my head. So that's gonna be interesting to see how they get all 3 games to actually fit onto a little game card. Speaking of the 3D All Stars. But with that being said, I should probably wrap this video up so I'm not rambling. So we will see you guys later. As always, I'm out. Bye bye.